All right, y'all know this is the last week of the 9 weeks, so your grades got to be fixed this week, right? Now, this radical stuff, there's not going to be a major test, I don't think, on Friday. Maybe we'll do a quiz instead. Maybe I'll drop one. I don't know. But the main thing you want to worry about is Unit 4 and Unit 5, okay? So have you turned in all your Unit 4 and Unit 5 assignments? And have you corrected all of your quizzes and tests? If not, you're going to need to come to tutoring. I'm here every morning at 7. I have a meeting on Wednesday and Thursday at 8, though, so just notice that. After school, I'll be here on Thursday. While we do I Am Second here, you can do tutoring across the hallway on Thursday after school. I think Mrs. Murray will be here today after school. All right, we'll see. For sure Thursday, maybe tomorrow, maybe Wednesday, but for sure Thursday. All right, now let's do this warm-up. We learned, just like with variables, you can only combine like terms, right? So on number 1, and by the way, if you're taking a test, just do the test. Don't worry about it. Right? So, but are all these square roots the same on number 1? Yeah. Now, if there's no number, there's a 1 here, right? So you got a 1 minus 4 plus 7. All right? So 1 minus 4 plus 7. Add up those coefficients. You get 4. Okay? So 4 square root. And does the square root change or no? The square root stays the same. Okay? Same term. Just add the coefficients or subtract the coefficients, right? All right, number 2, are all these coefficients the same? Sorry, are all these square roots the same? Okay, so there's a square root of 6 that's different, right? So here's what you're going to do. You're only going to combine the like terms, and then the one that's different, you're going to bring it down, okay? So let's do this. 3 plus 2 is 5. Square root stays the same, 3. And then that minus 5 squared of 6, don't forget the minus, bring it down. Should have. Minus 5 square root of 6. There we go. Cool. That's it. Now, if you weren't here on Friday, we did quick notes on this, assignment on this. They're in the blue bin. So if you need that, you know where to get that. We also turned in the warm-ups from last week. So make sure you turn those in last week. And let's do today's notes. We'll pass it out. All right, so here we go. Cool. So, all right, this one's pulled up. Get it now. All right, make sure your name's on that. So today we're going to learn how to multiply and divide radicals. This is something you should have learned in probably Algebra 1, for sure geometry, because I'm literally taking this from the geometry stuff we did. Some of y'all did it with me, when you were in my geometry class, right? So, old news, but hey, gotta go over it. So let's talk about it. Multiplying radicals. So when you multiply radicals, by the way, we're doing notes. And this is one side of a paper, so this won't take that long. So it won't be that long without music in your ears, so just give me a minute. Here, no headphones for a minute. Please. Please, thank you. All right, so everyone with me? Cool. Now, when you're multiplying radicals, one must multiply the numbers outside and then multiply the numbers on the inside. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. Okay? So, outside times outside. So look at example 1. What's on the outside? The coefficient 2 and the coefficient 6. Multiply them. 2 times 6. 12. Easy. Now on the inside, square root. I got a square root of 3, the square root of 2. 3 times 2 is 6. That was easy, right? Outside times outside, inside times inside. Here's the only thing. Can you reduce this 6? What are the factors of 6? 2 and 3. That's it, right? Those are prime. If there's no pairs, then you just leave it like that. Okay? If there's pairs, you got to break it down. Break it down. What about the next one? What am I going to multiply? Outside times outside. 3 times 4 is 12. Square root. What's on the inside? What am I going to multiply? Square root of 6. Square root of 2. 6 times 2 is 12, right? Once again, see if I can break down the 12. 12 is what times what? 2 times 6. 6 is 2 times 3. And then 3 is prime, right? Now I do have a pair, right? Pair of 2. Since it's square root, I'm looking for 2, a pair, right? And what's already outside here? The 12, right? The 12's already outside. I have a pair of 2. So those are going to multiply together. 12 times 2, 24. And my loner is 3. So you see how you might have an extra step where you need to reduce the radicals like we've been doing last week? All right. Let's try these together again. 4 times 3 is 4 times 3 is 12. Square root 5 times 5 is 25. Now I hope you recognize 25 is a square number. That means it has a whole square root. That means you should know what the square root of 25 is. What's the square root of 25? Does everyone know 5 times 5 is 25? Right? I mean, you could show me with the tree if you wanted to, right? 5 times 5. If there's no loners, the square root goes away. Goodbye, square root. It's just going to be 12 times 5. What's 12 times 5? 6. Okay? No square root. There's no loner to put a square root in. That's it, right? So the square root of 25 is 5. 12 is out front. 12 times 5, 6. Okay? Number 2, there's a 1 here. 1 times 4 is 4. And then 2 times 3 is 6. We already know that 6 does not break down, right? So you could try the tree if you wanted. 4 squared root of 6 is simplified. So if I gave you some multiplication problems, you could do it. Okay. What about, now this is going to blow your mind. Probably not. Okay. A square root times itself. Okay. A square root times itself. Let's try this. Square root of 2 times square root of 2 is going to be square root of what? 4, right? Now, if I do a factor tree of 4, 4 is what times what? 2 and 2. So the answer is just that circled thing, which is 2. Now, what do you notice? A square root of 2 times a square root of 2 gives me just the number 2. So what went away? The square root goes away. Okay? A square root times itself removes the square root sign. Let me say it again. A square root times the same square root removes the square root sign. Let's try example 4. Square root of 12 times square root of 12 is going to be that number without a square root sign. So what's it going to be? 12. So either you know that, or you're going to do it the long way. You can still get it right the long way, right? You could still say, hey, Mr. G, that's square root of 144. And then you do a factor tree, and you get a pair of 2, pair of 2, pair of 3, and you multiply it, and you end up getting, well, the square root of 144 is 12, right? No matter how you do it, you're going to get the same answer. Does everyone hear me say the trick? A square root times the same square root is this number without the square root sign, right? The square root of 3 times square root of 3 is what? Just 3. Easy. Square root of 37 times square root of 37 is what? 37. Okay? So again, square root times itself is that number without a square root sign. All right, I said it like 4 times now. Now, what about dividing? Now, we're not going to do rationalizing the denominator today. So if you know what that is, that's a little bit complicated. We'll say that for tomorrow. But today we're going to keep it easy. Easy dividing, okay? Easy. All right, well, whatever. So, here's what you do. When you're dividing radicals, just like multiplying, divide the outside first, and then divide the inside, and that's it. That's it. So outside the coefficient divided by the coefficient. 4 divided by 2 is what? 2. Square root 15 divided by 3 is what? 5. That's it. You're just dividing square roots. Dividing the numbers in front. Okay, 6 over 2 is what? 6 divided by 2 is 3. And what's 10 divided by 5? 2. All right. Last couple, and then that's it for the notes. Now, if there's no number, what should I put here? There's a 1 there, right? 8 over 1 is still 8 over 1, right? We still have 8. What's 4 divided by 2? 2. That's it. Now, I've been noticing each of these square roots has been prime, so I'm not trying to break them down. But if you can, try to break down your square root sign. Okay, 2 over 2, 1. 4 over 2, 2. You could put 1 square root of 2 or just square root of 2. It's fine, okay? So, can you multiply and divide radicals? Okay? So, now, I went soft on y'all. I only gave you a one-sided assignment. Should have given you two-sided, right? Anyway. All right, so you get the idea. You're going to do this assignment the way you did the notes. Some of y'all need to correct some stuff. I'll call you over here to do that. Check Skyward if you want to know what your grade is right now. But I'll probably give you a printout tomorrow. And let's do this.